Darren Day is the head of interior design at Bentley, and he is about to show us some of the amazing detail that he's put into the interior design of the new Continental GT. And Darren, you take it from there.
Thank you very much, John. Yes, so here we are in the new Bentley Continental. The first thing that greets you when you sit in the car is this wonderful veneer dashboard.
And I have to interrupt because every other car at the auto show has got a screen here.
Absolutely, and we haven't. So this is all about the architecture of the car. Architecture dominant, technology subservient. This means we're putting the energy into the design of the car. You see the beautiful wings, you see the lovely wood running through the car with the metal strip and this wonderful leather dashboard. And of course, at a touch of a button, you can then have the technology. But for me, it's really important to be able to create a car which is unique and is all about the craftsmanship. Pay homage to the craftsmen back at Crewe who create this wonderful car. Press the button for the screen, and you have a 12.3-inch retina quality display, perfectly flush with the veneer, with all the functionality you could ever imagine.
That is flush.
It is flush, absolutely. Of course, when you're driving a GT and you're focusing on the road ahead, and your eyes are tired, maybe you've been driving for hours on end, you want to reduce that visual noise, and what we've created is a third side to this screen. So if I press this, you'll see now, on the third turn, 3 beautiful driving instruments. This is like a Grand Tourer with an outside air temperature gauge, a compass and a lap timer, beautifully set into the veneer, aligned with the chrome line. Creates a wonderful experience when you're driving.
Now, you also told me earlier that there are lights at the end of these gauges that only illuminate where they're pointing to.
Yeah, so we have a digital instrument in front of the driver. You can see here, this is a totally digital display. It's been designed in 3D, so these are beautifully designed components. But again, at a touch of a button, you can swap between the maps, the information on the car. You can choose whether you want 1 dial or 2. And yes, you can even turn off all of that noise as well and just see the needle acting almost like a torch, just shining on the numbers and the information that you want. So a nighttime drive in a Bentley Continental is an experience.
What I like too is all the circular elements have this beautiful diamond pattern in them. Tell us about that.
Well, it's something we've wanted to develop for a long time, and traditionally a Bentley's had a very mechanical type knurl pattern. And the knurling's always been used to give you haptic feedback when you're controlling switches. But on the Continental, we wanted to add this knurl to things like the clock and the bullseyes to create a really beautiful aesthetic. And to do that, we wanted to develop the knurling further. So all of these parts which are knurled have a flat diamond shape, offset by 0.3 millimeters, so you still get the grip, but you have the beauty. And we've applied it to all of the most noble switches in the interior. And you'll see also the clock here with all the beautiful little chaplets, chrome numbers, just what you expect from a Bentley. It's really, designed and engineered to perfection.
It sparkles.
Yeah, absolutely.
Just like diamonds do.
That's the idea, absolutely. And again, for customers and people who enjoy watch collecting and watches, you'll see in the centre of the car here we have a finish called Côte de Genève, which is machined from 0.6 millimeter aluminium. Each line is machined. You can feel the texture of the metal.
It's beautiful.
You can see the machining marks. This isn't printed or pressed, this is machined. Each sheet is machined specially for the car and wrapped around the console to create this almost watch-like appearance to the interior.
And then you've got to show me or explain to me the diamond pattern that you've put into the door trim panels here too.
So Bentley is synonymous with quilting, of course, and everybody expects a Bentley to have the quilting. But what you see in the new Continental is a new quilt. It's a diamond inside a diamond. So you have a stitch pattern creating the first set of diamonds, and then an embroidery inside. And each single diamond embroidery has 712 stitches, and each stitch is aligned perfectly. So as the diamond is created, the stitches rotate so that you always have a perfect alignment on every stitch.
That's amazing. And you were telling me there's in miles how much stitching is in this car.
There are almost 2 miles of stitching inside this car. It's unbelievable. I think there's about 310,000 stitches on the interior. Now this might sound extreme, but of course this is what our craftsmen do at Bentley in Crewe. We really enjoy the details. We love to have this journey of discovery where maybe you've owned a car for several months and you find more and more details as you own the car. So you'll see on the doors, for instance, these diamonds go from large to small and back to large again to create this feeling of spaciousness inside the car. And maybe this is a detail that nobody spots maybe until a few weeks or months after ownership. But this is the journey of discovery you have with the Bentley. It's all about the experience, all about the details.
Darren, I think the owners of these cars will discover details for years.
They will.
That's how much, and so much fine detail that you put into it.
And I mean, the tolerance is working too now. I mean, a Bentayga has amazing detail and tolerances. I spoke to you a couple of years ago when we were at Frankfurt. But what you see now, this rotating screen, for instance, these gaps are just 0.3 millimeters wide on a part which moves. And this shows precision engineering, precision design at Bentley, and of course this is what we're known for.
Well, I really enjoyed the Bentley interior that you took me through. I like this one even more.
Fantastic.
Darren, thanks for your time.
Thank you, John. Really good.
Great presentation.